Yeah, it's been a busy period. We've been very lucky with the weather. Certainly it's allowed the site get on, and it's been a very busy site the last few months now. I suppose people have seen is the roof. That's probably what people have seen from a distance, and that is a magnificent structure, and it just seems to, every time people come racing, it seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger and become more prominent, and it still has a bit of a way to go. When people come racing now this weekend, for Longines Irish Champions weekend, they will begin to see on let's say the racecourse end that it's nearing completion, but still on the western end it's a long way to go. And the function of the roof is not only to provide cover within, but it's obviously providing a tremendous amount of cover for those that are going to be watching the racing from in front of the grandstand and to the sides. This structure is a 4-level structure, where at the very top of the site, at the very top of the project, there's tremendous views of the Curragh, and people who are used to being in that location in the former venue note that the views now are just magnificent, seeing far more than they would have been seen before. At that level we have a lot of the corporate activity, and this is where we have investor suites. These are 30-person suites. We have 13 of those at that level. We have a lounge area as well, which will be a membership access. And then we also have a corporate restaurant, a VIP restaurant, top of the range. And at the very back of the grandstand, which is one of the interesting aspects of the design, given the prevailing conditions here, is there's tremendous shelter. And at that level 3, there's a terrace, a magnificent terrace, which will give views not only of the surrounding countryside, but of the parade ring and all the activity happening on race day. So very easy on both sides to see racing and parade ring activity. So when we get down to level 2, a very similar structure where we have suites, we have a lounge, and then we also have another restaurant. So again, very high quality. Level 1 then, we're moving now into I suppose the more varied, more the needs of the industry, needs of public. So at this level now we've got a massive, tremendously important public bar, which is going to be on the west end. So if people could imagine, they'd be standing close to the first furlong, watching the last few yards of the sprint as people are coming in, with views the whole way down the track from an elevated area. In front of that will be a lovely landscaping area, so on those lovely Curragh days, a chance to really get some great viewing. At level 1 we have the entrance area, we have the museum, we have the bistro, and now we're moving across into the grandstand proper, where we have a champagne bar, and we also have an owners and trainers lounge. We go down then into level 0, and this is where all of the public offering is going to be available, where we'll have lovely food hall, we'll have a coffee dock, we'll have the tote hall, we'll also have betting down there, we'll have various other concessions and activity. And in that level as well is where the professional activity is, where the weigh room is, where the steward's room, dressing rooms, etc. So some very nice features, some really unique and different ideas. The design is for a structure which caters for 6,000 people, and that's really to cater for everyday racing, so that throughout the 18 to 20 fixtures that we will have every year, that people will come racing, and there'll be comfort as well as space for everybody. And then on the bigger days when we need to expand out, we have lots of areas where we can expand on both sides of the grandstand, in which to really add what we've seen this year and last year, high quality structures that can cater for people at the highest level. Yeah, it's an exciting moment. It's another milestone in the project, which is that we're going to race on Sunday for the last time in 2018. And then the next time that our visitors will see, it's going to be the brand new grandstand fully finished. And that's very exciting. It's also a little bit of a challenge, but from our point of view, you know, we're going to spend the next months explaining and communicating with all of our visitors as to what to expect next year, what's on offer, and then hopefully we're going to see plenty of them here next year. But there's no doubt that this weekend marks a progression of the structures which visitors have seen over the last few weeks in particular. When they come racing, they see a change every time that they've arrived at the track. This is the last time they'll see it. Next time they come back, it's going to be finished.